Join us today as we trim this really big Portulacaria that we collected 3 years ago. Well, here she is. It's been 3 years since we collected her. It's really big Pyracantha. You can't even see the base anymore. Pretty much what I did is put it into a bonsai mix, put it in this big container, let her grow for the last 3 years. And then it took my son and myself a great effort to actually put it on this pedestal. Ain't moving it inside, so I'm going to be trimming it from the outside. Before I begin, let me get the camera, let me get a little closer to it so you guys can see how it grew, and then some of the areas that need to grow out, or some of the areas that kind of decayed a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna just freehand this. So this what is kind of looks like overall growth. There was one really big cut right here. If you look down, there is a big cavity there. There's another big cut right here. There's another big cavity. And then there's another big cut right here. Those are the 3 big branches that had, actually the last branch is right there. You can see where the aluminum foil is. So I let this thing grow out the last couple of years. You can see, you can see this cauterized wound right there. Nice cauterized wounds. It pretty much grew like no tomorrow. So let me set the camera back down and then we'll go over the game plan. All right, so you can see my hands really quick. Only thing I really did with this thing was really feed it and water it. That's the only thing I really did for the last 3 years. I was concerned the rotted areas were going to kind of degrade, and it did degrade a little bit. It died back to a point where it cauterized itself. A lot of the holes, like little hollows I have here, I shoved aluminum foil so water wouldn't accumulate. And during the really cold, brisk winter we get here, I cover this whole thing with a plastic sheet so frost doesn't really get to it. Getting to a point, it's getting really late in the season, but the ankle biters are really hurting if you didn't hear. So my goal today is I'm going to clean up most of these like some of the lower growth, trying to open that up, open the bottom canopy, shorten all these branches out. Hopefully it's one like apex right here, another apex right here, a third one, and probably a fourth one back there. So you get these like different, like multiple apexes that you're seeing through this thing. So that's really my goal. Let's see how far I get today. I'm going to set the camera back a little bit so I can work, and then off we go. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clear all these lower growth out. They're just going straight to the trash eventually, so I'm just leaving them on the ground. And then I'm leaving a little stub, so it will kind of like cauterize itself without dying back. There is a bad area on the back where I just found one of the roots hollowed out. And I just shoved it back with dirt, and it should pretty much grow over. This thing was probably 60 years old too, probably by the time we collected it. And a lot of them rotted out. Out of the 5 that I kept, 5 out of the 3 I kept, actually all of them are alive technically right now. But this was probably the hardest one to keep alive, just the size-wise. Technically, you could use these for cuttings if you wanted to, but I'm not. And this is a regular Portulacaria. It's not one of the whatchamacallit, the cork bark one. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. The reason I trimmed that one was just pointing down. A lot of these things, the weight of it will point down. I'm just deciding if I need any of these branches. Probably not. Hides the trunk a little bit. So everywhere I cut around here, they'll pop out again. That's the great part about these things. It's all water weight too. Again, just like the smaller tree I had, I'm making sure when I'm cutting, when I'm cutting these, the orientation of the leaves, I make sure I'm cutting it so they're going side to side, so they're buttressing side horizontally, not vertically. And that's I need something to go up and down. So that's what I'm really doing here. Still the opening now. What I'm trying to choose is how far to take these. So the easiest way is anything's drooping down, just take it out. Just like normally, whatever bottom growth, drooping growth, I'm just cutting it off, so I'm not even looking at it. So one option right now is to keep this as my new apex, and then trying to make it look like a rounded canopy. The other option is to make this my new apex and kind of like go around it. It's better than what I have right now, so I'm going to keep this as my apex for now. Because you always can remove later. Once you remove it, sometimes it doesn't want to go back. So this is my apex. Let's do a false apex. All right, so that's one of the apexes. Here's another side one here. And this is gonna be a giant apex here in the top when it grows in. The problem is that back branch really wants to grow towards the background, so I'm gonna have to make it a little more compact as we go on. But yeah, that's pretty much. Here you can check out the hollow. That's a hollow there, and then there's another hollow on that side. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. Thanks a lot for your support, everybody. See you guys later. So here's the back side of it, and honestly, I think the back might be the new front. Hear me get like right there. What do you think? You guys like the back better? Because honestly, that main trunk is leaning forward, pointing towards, bowing towards the audience. Has a really great apex. I just had to cut the old one off. Huh. And then that third one becomes a back branch. You got a lot of depth of view now. Wow. Change the event. Dun, dun, dun. Anyways, guys, yeah. Make that decision. You guys like this side? Or you guys like, here's the other possible, I don't know, this is not as great. Or the original one. I don't know. Honestly, I'm leaning towards the other side now. Because honestly, this would have been my front right around here. I don't know. You guys decide. Yeah, leave a comment.